Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Garcia, and I'm excited to be out here with all of you. But I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm honest, and for those of you who know me, it might surprise you that I'm a little bit nervous, but I am, and it may also surprise you that I don't really think of myself as a strong person. Particularly since today my speech is about strength and resiliency. But this is true for me, especially when I think about all of the strong people in my family. For those of you who don't know, my dad crossed the border to the United States when he was only 14. Coming to a new country by himself, navigating through various states as a teenager, all without any English, that to me is strength. My mom, who isn't here tonight, because she recently had shoulder surgery due to a work-related injury, has been a janitor for more than 25 years. And all that wiping down tables, cleaning toilets, mopping floors, vacuuming rooms, and picking up literal tons of trash every day takes its toll. Again, that to me is strength. And I'd be remiss not to mention both of my sisters who are here tonight. I think each of them is stronger than me. They've each had 5 children. And through trials and tribulations, somehow they get up every day and keep going for their families. And that's much more strength than I think that I will ever have. I mean, the hardest thing that I've ever done is make it to work on time. My boss is here. She knows I don't make it to work on time. So I've never really felt like I was the strong one in my family, and I still don't. But after April 25th of 2020, I know that I can muster the strength that I need to when I need it. I want to invite you to participate in an activity with me. If you feel comfortable doing so, please close your eyes. It's about 10:30 p.m. on April 25th of 2020, and you're getting ready for bed. It was kind of cold that day, but nothing big had happened, and after everything else that was happening in the world, including a pandemic, it was kind of nice that it was an uneventful day. Keeping your eyes closed, I ask you to picture this. You're laying down in bed, you close your eyes, and you drift off to sleep. Suddenly, you hear your phone ringing, just like this. It's dark outside, and so you look at the clock. It's 12:02 in the morning. It's Mom. Why is she calling? What could have happened? You answer and you hear, your eyes are open. You're awake now. What's wrong? What happened, Mom? Chris, it's Cesar. He's been in an accident. Where? I'm getting my shoes on. I'll be right over. We hang up. I wash my face and I run out the door. In my brain, I think I'll see him there, sitting with his crooked smile on the curve, and I'll hear him chuckle. My brain tells me he's going to say, "Sorry, Tío. I didn't mean to wake everyone up." I'm driving and I'm going as fast as I can without going too far over the speed limit. I don't want to be stopped when I'm needed over there. In my head, I'm hearing, "People are expecting you, Chris. You need to get there now. Why is Lucerne so far away?" I can see the accident from the highway now. Wait, that's not Cesar's truck. A little bit of relief settles in. I wonder what happened. A police officer comes up to me and says, "You can't come through here, sir. You're going to have to turn around." Well, where do I go? Where's my family? There are a group of people over by the post office. You'll have to get back on the highway. Is everyone okay? What happened? Sir, you're going to have to leave this area. It's not safe. Okay, what now? Wow, that truck was really messed up. Was that light post upside down? I didn't see an ambulance. I wonder if anyone was injured. I arrive. Immediately, my sister comes up to me and says, "He died, Chris. Cesar died." My heart falls. "No, sir, Noemi. No puede ser. It can't be." "Mom, it's not true." Silence. All I hear is crying. In what feels like an eternity later, a police officer, a victim's advocate, and the coroner come over. The coroner says, "Can I have the Madera and Dominguez families over here, please?" "Who are the parents?" My sister and the other parents identify themselves. "I'm sorry to say that both young men passed away tonight. I think it was immediate because of the impact, but they've both been taken for an autopsy." "What? We can't see them? Are you sure it was him? When can we see them? What did they look like?" "I'm sorry, but I need the parents to come over here. I'm legally required to provide you a few details. You need to begin preparing for funeral services." In my head, I'm thinking, what? He was 17. How? We don't bury 17-year-olds. We can't. Who can think about that right now? And my sister turns to me and says, "Chris, I need you to do this. I can't. Cruz can't. Mom and Dad can't. No one else has the strength but you." See, I told you this would be a story about strength and resiliency. And it is. Never in my wildest dreams would I have put myself in this place, the strong one. I'm not the strong one. I have to tell you that planning the funeral for my 17-year-old nephew is the hardest thing that I have ever, and I probably will ever do in my life. The 2 weeks of planning and trying to understand the different services, the costs, the alternatives, the reasons why we couldn't come together, picking the casket, the flowers, the date of the funeral, the plot where he would be buried, managing all of those details when we weren't even allowed to come together was something I never imagined myself being able to handle. A few days later, we were helping to dress him and holding his hand for the very last time. These are the moments that I will never forget. And it was so hard, but I did it for him and I did it for my family. You may think, I've gone through something like that. I've buried someone. I myself helped my mom with my grandma's funeral arrangements. But this is not the same. You don't bury 17-year-olds. You may ask yourself how I'm doing now, how I got through this, and I'll say to you that I'm not through it. Much of my strength today comes from the collective around me, and much of it is not my own. I lean into my girlfriend, to my family and friends, and at times to therapy and to faith as well. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to my companion on stage tonight. This is Grief. Even when I don't want him here, a song, a picture, a text, a video, a laugh, all of those things trigger him. And as I sit here with Grief today, I remember me and you, kiddo. I remember the happy times and the hard times and everything in between. When Grief and I sit down for a discussion, this is what we talk about. I'd like to close by acknowledging my family in the room today and ask each of you to say a prayer for them and a prayer for Cesar. Thank you so much. Have a good night.